Hello, everyone. It's Sonny McDonald here, and I'm the CEO of Leadership HQ and McDonald Inc. Today, I want to have a conversation, and I love these lives to be interactive. So, if you're on the way to work, or if you're at home working and felt, you know what, I need a bit of inspiration today, and thank goodness it is Friday, I thought, let's talk about kindness, let's talk about courage, let's talk about leadership. And I know it's something that we talk about all the time. And I think that if there's one thing that COVID and this pandemic has demonstrated to us is the importance of kindness and courage. And also great leadership. I think we've seen the best and worst of leadership in the last few years, particularly around this pandemic. And I remember when I launched the Leadership Awards in 2019, right? So we wanted to champion kind, courageous, and inclusive leadership. And there is a story behind that. And it's actually it is my favorite story of courage. And this story was a really important story when it comes to courage and kindness, because it has to do with my daughter. And we've been living and breathing the leadership space for many, many years, right? And my daughter at the age of 13 got bullied so badly. And obviously I've shared it I've been really quite open about this story, because I think it's important that other people understand the impact of bullying and tall poppy syndrome and people pulling each other down. I've been also bullied in my career. It is absolutely debilitating, and I'm very anti-bullying. This is why we're on this campaign and this mission and this movement to build more kind and courageous and great leaders, because leadership isn't a role or title, it's an attitude, it's a mindset, it's a choice. And my daughter at 14 tried to commit suicide. Yeah, I mean, no parent should go through that. And it got onto social media, and it got so bad, this bullying, because she's a really kind girl. And you know what? And I know when it comes to bullies, it's so much more about them, and there's something going on for them, but it's still not acceptable today for people to pull each other down, to use their words and actions to try and push people down. We should be embracing everyone. We should be embracing and pulling each other up. Leadership is about how we can help others learn more, do more, be more, right? That's what we're on this movement about, because my daughter ended up leaving school because of it. She was in and out of hospital probably about 30 times, and it was debilitating. And she had the courage, right? I remember she was 16 and trying to navigate that as a parent and help her be the best she can be. Was so heartbreaking, and it took every ounce of courage that I had to help her, right? But the thing is, when I was with her and I was trying to be, and I wasn't perfect, the best leader and parent that I could be for her, I was also noticing in our work that we were working with so many great people that were experiencing the same thing, right? And if I look at the camera now and again, I'm just a bit worried that goes in and out of focus a bit. And that's why I wrote a book, Just Rocket. This is why I've written another book called First Comes Courage, because we need to stop this. We need people to step up. I don't know about you, but at the moment, I am seeing so much lack of leadership, right? Especially in our politics, which frustrates me. It downright makes me angry, actually, the lack of leadership I'm seeing at the moment around our corporates and what we're seeing in terms of our politicians and the bullying that I'm seeing. Anyway, that's another story, and I'm very active around focusing on that. But back to my story about my daughter at 16, right? I remember I was at work, and can I tell you, having to run a business and go to work, I'm a single parent as well, with my daughter dealing with this, I had to go to work and I was like shaking most days, because I thought, what am I going to come home to, right? And I remember this one day she rings me and she says, Mum, I'm at TAFE. I've caught the bus to TAFE and I want to enroll. I want to work in social work. I want to help other people. She said, I need your credit card. and I want to enroll and do a certificate 3 in social work. And she said, look, do you want to know how much it costs? And I remember saying, I don't care how much it costs. Here's my credit card, enroll. And that was the start of one piece of courage for her, that she had the courage to go back to TAFE and start her education again, because, again, she felt such a failure that she had to leave school. Very, very bright girl. And she managed to stay at TAFE, and now she's at university studying social work. She's very passionate about social work and helping others, and she wants to help the disadvantaged and Indigenous youth as well. That's, a couple of areas that she's really passionate about. And I'm so proud of her today, right? I'm so proud of her because she has turned into such a beautiful young adult who really embraces kindness, really embraces courage. She's out there now wanting to make such a difference to the world. And the thing is, right, I want that for everyone. I want to instill the power of leadership in all of you. I want you all to be courageous in your life, because we've only got this one life, right? I don't know about you, but our greatest resource is time, and life goes past so quickly, and leadership is about making an impact. And we work with so many people that work in so many different industries, sectors, roles. You're all making a difference to this world, and you all can make a difference through your kindness, through the smallest acts of kindness, right? Saying thank you to someone, helping someone, supporting someone, lifting someone up, telling someone that you believe in them. There's so many things that we can do as people, as our own leaders, to really help someone shine, help someone see that inner greatness that they might not see, to give someone that courage to go out there and step up, step in. I think that kindness is such a superpower. It's not a weakness. And this is why we've started the Courage Conference, right? Because the awards, when I launched the awards in 2019, I remember the reason why I launched those awards was based on that story around my daughter, but it was also based on so many other stories and so many other people that we worked with that were seeing leadership in a lens that was negative, because there's so much negativity about leadership. I mean, we're seeing some of it at the moment, when there's so many great examples and positive stories around leaders and leadership, right? And I wanted these awards to be a movement to celebrate and shine a light on those leaders, to give my daughter and our youth and our future generations hope, right? To give them examples of, you know what, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that great company or that great community or that great team or that great leader through these awards, and how we promote and share those awards. And I want, yes, thanks to leadership and parenting is another subject. I think it's actually our greatest thanks to, is our greatest leadership role. But this is why I created the awards and this movement, so I can help these future generations and our youth see how important leadership is, and how important kindness is, how important inclusiveness is, how important courage is, right? And then I wanted to put together a Courage Conference, again, to bring to stage, to bring to live stream people like, incredible people like, look at Christine Holgate, right? What an amazing, courageous leader. I've known Christine for many years, and she is truly courageous. Dr. Gareth Andrews, who him and Stephen Richardson are crossing the Antarctic on a great mission for National Geographic around climate change, helping around awareness around climate change. How amazing. We've got Cess. She was the CEO. She was the winner of our CEO of our awards last year. She is incredible, from Queensland Steel and Sheet. We've got Faith Reeves. We've got Olympic champion Bella. We've got Mark Richardson, who's a chairman who I have had several conversations with. We're like already so on. He's so on the same scene as me around this. I'll be speaking. We have also got the amazing Phil Levinson speaking. He's written a great book called 3 Peaks Leadership. We're about to announce some more speakers. We are all, this group of speakers, right, that you'll be seeing on stage, all are out there wanting to make a difference and an impact, same as what we want to do at Leadership HQ around building a world of kind, courageous, and inclusive leaders and leadership. Don't you think we need more of these leaders? I absolutely think we do. It's on the 6th of October in Brisbane. If you go to the Outstanding Leadership Awards site, so it's outstandingleadershipawards.com.au, you'll see the Courage Conference. We're live streaming it as well. We would love you to nominate in these awards, right? We do get a lot of people say to us, I want to nominate, but I don't want to put myself out there. Okay, we need to get over this. I know we've got this tall poppy syndrome happening. These are global leadership awards. We need you to lead by example. We need your nomination so we can get you leading by example in these awards. We need examples of you on this platform, on this movement, so our generations of today and tomorrow. And we need you to celebrate your achievements and your leadership. So please nominate. It is free. It's very much around values and behaviours. There's only 6 questions. You can self-nominate. You can nominate someone else as well. I know that there's a personal story I've shared there around why I'm doing this. I know even, like, for instance, Fiona de Jong is another speaker. She's a former CEO of the Australian Olympic Committee. Again, incredible leadership around how she stood up against bullying around some of the leaders. Can you give some examples of nominations? Definitely have a look at the Outstanding Leadership Awards site, because we've actually could see all the finalists there. It's very lots of people, different people from. It's amazing and humbling seeing the amount of just different people that nominate. And yeah, if you go to, I'm sure in the live stream you can see the link to it. I just don't know how I do it on here, to be honest, but I could maybe try. Let me try. Here you go. Hopefully that's worked. Okay, there's a few things there that I've shared, so I hope that helps, Sue. But anyway, I just wanted to also get your thoughts on, I love Mark. Mark is a great supporter of ours. Thank you so much. You are correct. Thank you. Yeah. I think it's interesting. Thank you, Mark, for your comment there as well. And I know that I post a lot about this, and I know I do some polls around this. I really want to see, sorry, I've got a kitten here that wants to jump on me. I really would love to see some great, kind and courageous leaders leading our countries and communities and our states, to be honest. I am seeing some great examples, but I'm seeing a lot more not so great examples of leaders in federal and state politics. I think that's probably why Jacinda Ardern in New Zealand stands out quite so much, because she is all about kind leadership and compassionate leadership. And I always say, right, and that's one of my quotes in my book, you can still be strong as a leader and still be kind. Kindness is definitely a superpower. And you know what? It breaks my heart when I see the lack of kindness and compassion I'm seeing in our politicians, particularly, and here's me talking about trying to promote more positive and great leaders on our platforms, because sometimes I don't want to watch the news, because I see so many heartbreaking stories through this pandemic of people that are stuck in isolation, that don't get to see their dying families. I saw one just yesterday, just broke my heart, that one of our states wouldn't let someone in just so he could see his dying mother. She ended up dying while he was in isolation. I mean, that stuff is just devastating. But then I see our politicians doing the opposite around letting sports people travel and letting people attend stadiums to watch AFL when we can't even let someone see their mother or their father. Or anyway, that's another story. This is why I don't know what we can do about it. that's, I think, what's making me so frustrated is I don't know what we can do about it. However, I think if we all did one small act of kindness and be the change that we want to see, I think that could make a massive difference. If you know what, if you're going to do something really kind, if you're going to do something kind and courageous, can you please let us know? And we're gonna start a movement around this. We're thinking of ideas around how we can share more of these stories around sharing how we can all make a difference through being kind, inclusive, and courageous. You can do it by nominating. You can do it by sending us an email. We're thinking of putting together a platform around sharing more of these like posts around kindness and courage, because even though we could be frustrated around the lack of it that we're seeing in our so-called leaders that are running some of our companies and states and countries, the thing is we can be the change we want to see, right? So send us your stories of kindness and courage. We would love to see those. I'd love to know how you can make a difference. And also, you know what? Kindness and courage starts with us. It starts within. Please be kind to yourself. Please talk to yourself like someone you love, right? That's a Brené Brown quote. Please be courageous in yourself, okay? Whatever you fear, tap into that fear and go, you know what? I fear this because I care, but you know what? I've got this. I've only got one life. So if you've got a goal or a dream, or you want to stand for something, or you want to be really show who you are and be courageous in that, do it, right? Here I am doing these lives advocating for this because I want to be courageously seen, and I want you all to be courageously seen, and I want you to be all beautifully kind to yourself, because we are all now so much more connected, because this is why now we've actually made the awards global, because we want to build a world community where we can all embrace and we can all be action biased when it comes to being kind, courageous, and inclusive, right? So if you would love us to help you in any way, thanks, Felicitas. I think we definitely need a culture of compassion. If there's anything we can do to support you, help you, lift you up, be more, do more, learn more, reach out to the team at Leadership HQ. We love helping others and supporting others. We've got so much free stuff on our website as well. Check out the Outstanding Leadership Awards. Check out the Courage Conference. Come and see Gareth Andrews. Come and see Fiona de Jong. Come and see the amazing Christine Holgate. Okay, and we've got some more speakers we're announcing soon. Come and see these amazing. We're live streaming it as well. Get on board. Let's all create a movement. Let's all be in this together, where if we stand up and be courageous and go, we are not going to accept the leadership we're seeing now. We want leaders who are compassionate. We want leadership that is courageous. We want everyone to embrace everyone and see the uniqueness and greatness of everyone, regardless of race, culture, gender, whatever. We are all human beings going through a journey together, and courageously and kindly we can support and be there for each other. So thank you so much. Thanks, Kieran, for your points. Before I head off, I'd love to know if anyone else got anything they would love to say, anything that they can post now that they can do today to demonstrate kindness and courage. Please post it here, and if you do, we would love to hear from you. We'd love your comments to inspire others. As you can tell, I'm patting a little kitten here. It's very, very sweet. So if there's anything you'd like to comment here before we sign off, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to my live today. Have a beautiful Friday. Make sure you stay safe, stay kind, and stay courageous. And remember, if there's anything we can do to help, please reach out to us. And you're rock. And also, before you go, actually, I'm about to relaunch and revamp and revise of my First Comes Courage book. So stay tuned next week. I know there's a courageous story behind that, but I started researching my book in 2019 and published it last year. Beautiful book. I love the book, but then I took some time out because last year was a bit of a shit show for so many of us. I'm sure I'm allowed to say shit on these lives. And it was for a lot of us. And this is why we stayed truly courageous last year, in spite of everything. But in terms of the book, I kind of went, you know what, it's a beautiful, wonderful book. But there was so many other things that I wanted to say in the book. So I ended up rewriting it. I've got a new cover. I've got lots of new content in the new book that's coming out. So it's kind of like First Comes Courage version 2. I'll be doing my book launch at the Courage Conference as well. So stay tuned next week. That's going to be announced as well. So thanks. Yes, listen with compassion, I think, is really important. I mentioned that in my book too. So thank you and stay safe. And Sydney, you've got this as well. We're here backing you. All right, take care. Bye.